You are tuned to the Folk Music Notebook, streaming folk songs 24/7.
Welcome to Folk Music Notebook's Artist in Residence Showcase. Each week at this time, we shine a spotlight on an outstanding singer-songwriter from our folk community as they share an exclusive performance for our Folk Music Notebook audience. Today's artist, Amanda Rose Riley. Amanda is a great example of the do-it-yourself spirit that is the heart of our folk community. She began pursuing music with a passion back in 2016, creating songs inspired by indie folk and punk rock. She wrote and recorded songs in her bedroom, booked her own tours, and busked in public spots to get her music heard. And during the pandemic, Amanda would live stream weekly shows, often playing for more than 2 hours until the battery in her cell phone wore out. Amanda recently released a new album called The Fine Print. It's a selection of 8 songs culled from the nearly 100 songs that she wrote during the past year's lockdown. Her hard work at her craft is certainly evident, and we are pleased to bring you this week's Artist in Residence Showcase with Amanda Rose Riley.
Hi everyone, this is Amanda Rose Riley and this is my Folk Music Notebook Artist in Residence Showcase. I'm going to play a few of my songs from my new album and some older songs. So this one is from last year and it's called Better. It was the title track of that release. You snapped at someone yesterday when you were going through some things, and though they were moving slow and you were hangry, still they didn't deserve it. You're not a saint, you're not perfect, but you and I are worth it. You've been terrible, you've been horrible, and it's got you feeling so bad. You got the point across, but all's never lost. There's always better days to be had if you always look to make yourself better. About other people and you feel so much empathy that you beat yourself up every time you hurt them, even when you didn't mean it. It's like you're only as worthy as your worst excuse for being hurtful. You've been terrible, you've been horrible, and it's got you feeling so bad. You got the point across, but all's never lost. There's always better days to be had if you always look to make yourself better. Every move you make is a chance to mess up, but every day's another chance to get better. Every move you make is a chance to mess up, but every day's another chance to get better. You're gonna be just fine. 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 Okay, so this is the first track off of my new album. The album is called The Fine Print and this song is called The Bench at the Top of the World. It's always such a struggle to get here, but this is my favorite spot in the world. For daydreaming and looking out onto the city that I love. Even if some might say it's too much work, or they'd simply pass it by and they'd take no notice, I'm in it for the long haul, even if it hurts. Meet me on the bench at the top of the world. Meet me on the bench at the top of the world. It's always such a struggle to get here, but this is my favorite city might say it costs too much, or that they can't stand all the oppressive crowding. For me, I can always see the beauty, it's got that touch. Meet me on the bench at the top of the world. Meet me on the bench at the top of the world. Meet me on the bench at the top of the world. Meet me on the bench at the top of the world. So yeah, I'm gonna play like the first 3 tracks of the album in a row. So the second track is called Boulder, and it's meant to be like an empowering song. I've had ups and I've had downs in my time. Moments on top of a mountain and moments down in the grime. And I've had days when a little push led to a dream come true. And months when I tried and I barely made it through. But I'm powerful, so I won't just take anything. For I was born to sound off, to sing. So I'll take all of my pain, put it in a song. And nobody's gonna tell me that it's wrong. 'Cause now that I've made my mind up, I'm dangerously strong. And I think I knew that all along. And as I grow, the gains get higher and the failures less. And I never feel regretful, as long as I do my best. And I get people telling me how much my music means. And after years and years of trying, finally who I wanna be. I'm powerful, so I won't just take anything. For I was born to sound off, to sing. So I'll take all of my pain, put it in a song. And nobody's gonna tell me that it's wrong. 'Cause now that I've made my mind up, I'm dangerously strong. And I think I knew that all along. I pushed a boulder and it rolled. I pushed a boulder and it rolled. I flicked on a light switch and the world lit up. I pushed a boulder and it rolled. It rolled. It rolled. It rolled. It rolled. I pushed a boulder and it rolled. It rolled. So the third track is called Have You Ever Slept With the Lights On? And it's about kind of like overcoming fear, or like acting in spite of fear, and looking up to someone who's fearless and trying to channel that. I've always wished I could ask you if you were ever afraid. And how old were you when the fear finally went away? It's been my steadiest friend, and though I try to defeat it every day, it's so hard for me to fall asleep. So afraid of what could go wrong tomorrow. Have you ever slept with the lights on? Do you get scared when you're all alone? Do you ever worry that something's wrong? Your safety net's gonna break soon. Have you ever slept with the lights on, lights on, lights on? But I get up every morning and I force myself to follow a dream. My stomach never settles and my heart struggles to break free. But with every word from my mouth and with every face I meet, slept with the lights on? Do you get scared when you're all alone? Do you ever worry that something's wrong? Your safety net's gonna break soon. Have you ever slept with the lights on, lights on, lights on? Someday I'll do my best to help the next generation like you helped me. And maybe I'll never get my answer till one day my most promising protege asks me the same thing. Have you ever slept with the lights on? Do you get scared when you're all alone? Do you ever worry that something's wrong? Your safety net's gonna break soon. Have you ever slept with the lights on, lights on, lights on? Alright, I think I have just enough time for two more. So this is going all the way back, the first song I ever wrote, although I think I wrote it in 2014. So yeah, that's a pretty long time ago for me. So yeah, it's called Above the Rest. I looked up, saw two birds soaring high above the rest. How much did they make me wanna fly? But though I flap my arms until I take my last breath, I'll still be grounded on that day that I die. I will never do what they can do. I'll never take to the air. I know it and they know it too. And life makes sense. Is it unfair? Some things you're not meant to be a part of, but think of everything you can be. Think how much you can be the start of. And if not, the world will never see. Sat on a bench and watched the world go, just going about its normal day. I feel drawn in, move to them steady and slow, but when I get close they go away. Why do they flee when I come near? Why does it make me feel so alone? What is it in me they should fear? Why must I remain there unknown? Some things you're not meant to be a part of, but think of everything you can be. Think how much you can be the start of, and if not, the world will never see. Yeah, so this is going to be my last song. It's the last track on my new album, The Fine Print, and it's called I'll Bring My Voice. I've been Amanda Rose Riley. You can find me on all social media and streaming and download sites, and my website is amandaroseriley.com. I'm no diva, I'm no star. In a singing competition I wouldn't get far, but many people like to listen when I sing. And in a noisy world, that means everything. So you bring that star power if you want to. I'll bring my voice. Connecting with people, it's my dream. It's the only everything I know I really need. And the wealth that I need is only enough to survive. I eat beans for dinner and I don't feel deprived. So you bring this fancy sports car if you want to. I'll bring my voice. I'll bring my voice. And I will never have 1,000,000 fans, but that was never part of my plans. Just one connection means so much to me. Just being something to someone I never thought I could be. So you bring that stadium crowd if you want to. I'll bring my voice. I'll bring my voice. I'll bring my voice. I guess I never really had a choice. I am who I am, and if they don't like it, they can leave, and I don't need to know why. I've been Amanda Rose Riley. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and listening.
That was Amanda Rose Riley. If you enjoyed her music as much as we did, please be sure to visit her website, amandaroseriley.com. We thank her for joining us today, and we thank you for listening. Join us again next week at this time for another Artist in Residence showcase. And be sure to check our website for a complete list of encore broadcasts and other great programs right here on Folk Music Notebook. This is Folk Music Notebook, your virtual folk festival, 24 hours a day.
You are tuned to the Folk Music Notebook, streaming folk songs 24/7.